All right, we're here tonight to interview our 5 state tournament qualifiers for Sparta. Once again, Sparta had a great showing in sectionals and came out of the sectionals with 5 state qualifiers and probably could have had 2 more. So congratulations, guys. Great job once again this year, all throughout the year. We're going to begin by introducing our 2 juniors, Christian on the left over here in the orange, and Jaden at 145, Christian at 126. It's their 3rd time qualifying for state, both as juniors, and that's a pretty elite company that you're in, 3-time qualifiers for Sparta. And I'd like to begin by asking you 2 guys, with the experience that you have, how does that change going into the state tournament this year?
Been there before, not satisfied with just wrestling. I want to do something there.
Jaden?
Just another tournament. It's the same size as every other one. Doesn't really have an effect on me.
Okay. We have our 2-time state qualifiers in both our sophomores, Brett Van Ruden at 138 and Hayden Crine at 152. So great job again. Got a little pattern going here. We needed 1 more freshman, would have kept it going here, but a great job by you 2 sophomores getting back to state again this year. And again, the same for you guys. You've been there before. Does that change your outlook going into the tournament here a little bit?
Nope. Any other tournament.
Same as any other tournament. Great job. I also want to thank the coaches. I think they did an outstanding job of getting you guys ready for this tournament, the same as you've been all year. You've kind of progressed, and you had a real great tournament Saturday. It looked as good as you have all year. This is the first year that you've had co-coaches, so I'm going to ask you to describe each of those coaches in 1 word. So starting with Christian, how would you describe Coach Roddick?
It's very father-like.
And Coach Rickert?
He's a hard ass. Rickert's a hard ass.
John, how about Coach Roddick?
Coach Roddick? Definitely what Christian said. Really.
And what about Coach Rickert?
Rickert, great coach. I like his style.
Okay. Jaden, Coach Roddick.
Like a dad.
And Coach Rickert?
Like a brother.
Brett.
Yeah, I'd say Roddick's like a dad, and yeah, Rickert's definitely a hard ass.
And Hayden.
Roddick's uplifting, and Rickert's more of a technician. That's what.
Very good. All right, so you got a nice little mix of guys there. I think that complement each other and give you some great advantages. You know that they help you along the season here. Going into this tournament, I'm going to start with Jaden and Hayden. Both of you had a lot of success last year at the state tournament. And is it hard to put behind what you did last year and focus on this year, or do you pick up, and can you pick up things from last year that are going to help you this year? Start with Hayden.
I don't really like to think about last year because I want to do better. I don't want to settle with how I did last year. Nobody likes bronze. Everyone wants to gold. I don't like the taste of being behind someone. I want to be the one everyone's looking at up on the top.
Very good. Jaden? A little bit different in your case. You know, you're a defending state champion. That obviously puts a lot of pressure on somebody coming back in the tournament. Puts a big shot on your back, but like I say, there's others down there in the same situation, so it's not a unique situation.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder now that everyone's gunning for you, and like you're the one that everyone wants to be and beat. And me bumping up 2 weight classes kind of even makes it harder, but I'm just kind of really looking at college right now instead of how I did last year, and try to do all the little things I can do to improve my college wrestling, more so my high school. Because if I'm at the college level in my high school years, I don't see how I can't win state.
Good. John, first time down in state as a freshman here, and but you're used to wrestling. You've been wrestling on some a lot of national events through your youth wrestling, and things like that. How does this compare to that?
It's just another tournament. It's, hopefully you wrestle my tail off and get to the top of the podium, first freshman state champ for Sparta.
Do you think the experiences that you've had in some of these other tournaments prepare you well for this? You take it, able to take it, be a little bit more relaxed going into the state tournament?
I don't know what to say.
Well, we'll have Brett and Christian help. Brett and Hayden help you out here a little bit. Our two sophomores, they were just freshmen last year. And what did you pick up from what you learned as a freshman going down to the state tournament that maybe will help John a little bit?
I'd say you gotta take it one match at a time. Last year I got a little overwhelmed in my first match, and I don't think I wrestled like I should have. Could have easily beat that kid. I looked over him, and you gotta look at your first match first.
Definitely don't blow it out of proportion. It's not the end all be all, like the biggest thing you'll ever be at, because it's just any other tournament. And if you just go in there and just wrestle tough and put your heart out there, things will come to you. And you have to, if the first step in my eyes is to believe, and you believe, and everything else will follow.
Hey, I know all of you are probably students of the sport of wrestling, and you follow college teams and probably have a favorite college team or wrestler that you want to try and copy or emulate. Is there any, Christian, that you...
I like David Taylor's style.
David Taylor?
Yeah.
Scoring and a little funky. And John, how about you?
Probably the same, David Taylor.
David Taylor as well? You just don't have that height and length that he does. Jaden?
Kyle Dake or Jordan Burroughs.
Jordan Burroughs. Good.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Jordan Burroughs. I like him.
Hayden? Any team or individual?
I loved Brett Metcalf when he wrestled. Just the sheer fact of, like, it's not that he just wanted to go out there and win. He wanted to make you a victim. He wanted to put on a show. He wanted to be, I'm the guy, and I love that. I'm not as mean as him, but I want to be to go out there and show I'm the guy.
I know all of you have been working hard this year to get down to weight and maintain your weight. So once the state tournament is over, what one meal are you looking forward to, Christian?
Lots of pasta, pizza, fast food again. That'd be nice.
John?
I'm going for cereal.
Cereal?
Yeah.
Probably my grandma's cooking.
I'm gonna have to go with some McDonald's.
I think KFC and soda. I don't know. I really like soda.
Okay, one last question for all of you. You have a lot of great teammates out there that didn't quite make it to state that I'm sure deserve a little bit of a shout out, but what's one thing that you take out of practices that we've had in here? Who pushes you the hardest, or who do you not like to wrestle, you know, when it gets going hard in there, and who pushes you the most besides each other a little bit? Christian?
Me and Brett, all year we've been beating each other up, trying to dominate each other, show who's the boss. Never really decided that.
John?
For me, I'd say Jacob Larson, but he's been hurt most of the year, so I also give a shout out to Kyle and Blake, everyone on our team. Makes you better.
Jaden?
Other than these guys, probably our coaches, Logan and Rickard, have been helping me a lot this year.
I'd probably have to say definitely Christian, because I don't know, we just have this thing that we can't let either one of us win. It's just a constant battle that we just have. So I'd definitely say Christian.
I'd say probably Jaden, because when things get hard and heated, he always seems cool in the moment, and he can just go. and then there's my brother, and he just makes me mad. I just don't like it because I just want to beat the crap out of him.
Well, I want to wish you all the best of luck at state. I know you're going to wrestle a great tournament down there, and I want you to know that not just the people that go down and watch. There's a lot of people in Sparta and a lot of alumni outside of Sparta that watch you and follow you through the live stream, through Facebook. There's a guy, Mark Holte, in town. Shout out to Mark. He's probably going to watch this. He's never been to a match, never goes to any high school events, but he knows what's going on with the wrestling team. He came up to me and Zerf. He said, and by the way, what's the deal with Bailey? That guy was pinned at home. So he knows what's going on, but he's just never been there. But so there's a lot of guys like that around town and around the state, and a lot of alumni that really take an interest in you guys. So it's not just because you're great wrestlers, it's because you're great young men as well. So, and they appreciate that. Sometimes it's not that you win, it's the kind of people that you are that makes you endeared to these people. So you've been great wrestlers this year, and best of luck this weekend. And Coach Zerflu, anything you'd like to add or ask of them?
I think you've covered it very well, and guys just got to focus on what Brett and Hayden said. You know, you take it one match at a time. That's what it really boils down to. We're looking at who you're going to wrestle and what bracket you're at, but it's really the first match that counts. Always does, always will. And then stay within yourself. Just wrestle within yourself. Do what you do well, and make sure that you're ready to put it on the mat at that moment. It's that simple. Let the chips fall where they may.
All right. Thank you, guys, and good luck.